everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt, and here we go. Okay, so this is a interesting set of tickets. If you took out the Kansas City to Boston, Phoenix to Boston, the New York to Miami, Sault Ste. Marie to Miami, Boston to Washington would actually be a very nice run of tickets. However, Boston to Phoenix and Kansas City to Boston are worth more points. And then we can also just pick Boston to Washington. That's really not that hard to get. I probably shoot for doing Los Angeles to Phoenix. Just, I feel like that's a good pre-plan that's acceptable. Los Angeles is one of the, especially with the direction that I'm taking. Sorry, I'm trying to get my blanket over my charging cord here, and I'm just definitely not going as graceful as what I should be. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go with the 2 orange here. So, oh my goodness, I am clumsying up. This would be something that, I would probably set before I hit record, but what's professionalism? I have to be professional at work. I'm not going to be professional here. So I think it's acceptable for me to grab Los Angeles to Phoenix. And I probably also want to look at... so I think this is acceptable. I also want to look at, now I think, getting the East Coast kind of done. So, we're looking at a Boston to New York, and then probably we go down to Washington, and then over to Pittsburgh, and then come down the middle here, and then we got some options. But, that's probably I definitely want to hook up New York, Pittsburgh, Chicago here. That's great. I have a pretty easy road into Atlanta. So, that's pretty nice. I mean, I guess 3 green is okay. Everyone's just going off the top, which is fine. I think we just continue on that road. All right, there's some red. Someone finally decides to grab something off the board. I guess, kind of. Alrighty, let's keep going off the top. Alright, there's a red. So I probably grab Boston to New York next turn. Okay, interesting. I don't think I'm really concerned with that. I mean, I suppose if I draw into a, San Francisco route, that's a little, makes that a little bit more scary. But I don't know, not that big of a deal. Ah, interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll just have to go New York to Pittsburgh now, like that, outside of a longest train thing. That doesn't hurt me. Oh. Yuck. Okay, I really don't want to use a wild here, but I need to, because if I don't get that, now we're having to go over the river and through the woods to try to get the route that we need. And I don't really want to do that. So green is the only one that has not been spooked by any of this. Which is just interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So I think that with that Wild, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Pittsburgh to Chicago. Because then at that point, I got some places I can go. Um, so I wonder if um, green is up here in the north. Just grabbing that pink. Yeah, that was why I wanted to do that. Whether they've got like a Vancouver to Montreal and then just have a bunch of stuff up here, and so that's why they didn't react to anything that we did there. Which I'm very happy with how this ended up, because that could have gone a whole lot worse. Very happy that we got what we needed there, and now I don't know what red's trying to do. Okay, green's coming down this way. Oh, this is great. Okay, I'm gonna do this because now I'm out of here. I'm into Boston, I'm into New York, I'm into Pittsburgh, I'm into Washington, I'm in Chicago. I guess getting into Montreal would be nice, but I don't need to do that. So I'm just going to keep along this, getting this East Coast thing kind of done and dusted. Just let's not play around. And now I'm actually very, very happy that I did not decide to do any of these Miami things, and that is why I wanted to grab the green side there. We are doing great, and outside of this one, we were the first to grab both of these double routes, which is very nice. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased that I did not go the route of Miami, because that would have been bad. I mean, it was still, regardless of whether my opponents are over here or not, it was still the correct decision based on points. But now it really looks like the correct decision. Wonder if green is Montreal to New Orleans? So, again, in the interest of just I'm getting these routes, just going to go ahead and do that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think I want to go Denver to Phoenix here, and then go, obviously, this way. So, okay. So it looks like green has Montreal to New Orleans, Toronto to Charleston, because otherwise, why wouldn't you just grab Raleigh to Atlanta? And then something else. Okay, so black for yellow. What does yellow need to do with black? I about clicked. I was like, oh, wait, I want that. Yeah, you can take red. That's fine. Yes to that. I don't mind a reset here. And a yes to this. Okay. A lot of white on the board at this point. So yeah, I'd probably grab Phoenix to Denver here. And then we might look at drawing. Because I've got plenty of ways that I could hook up everything else. But I guess if there's a black on board, I will take it. But I think that there's a decent chance, yeah, that I wonder if it's Sault Ste. Marie is another route that they have. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I like the points on this route, because that's the one thing about the routes that I've been taking is I haven't taken anything over a 3. And I would just be, not that I'm super concerned about it from a, yeesh. So I'm a little bit more concerned about that right now, because this all just got very interesting. However, I still have plenty of outs to where we're just going to do this. So Denver to St. Louis is a yes. Portland to Pittsburgh is probably also a yes at this point. I have enough time that I can get up there. And that's worth 19 points. So that's worth it to me. Okay. So, again, my outs coming out of Denver are dwindling, but I still. Yikes. Oof. Yowza. Gonna take that wild because, might as well, but. Ugh. Okay. Alrighty. Am I nervous about green grabbing up to San Francisco? How nervous am I about that? I just kind of have to let this Denver route sit if I'm not seeing anything. So, I think I think yellow just has Chicago to Santa Fe. I think that's it. I don't think I really am concerned about yellow there. Now, what is green doing? If yellow or green wanted to be very mean, they could grab Denver to Kansas City, because that would severely limit my outs. Yellow, that's fine. I would love that black. And I don't like you. And there we go. So I wonder if green is looking to take black simply just for this. Just to cut me off. Okay, so we're going to take the wild here. And then hope that we can get Denver to Kansas City. If not, we are in a little bit of trouble. Definitely not, definitely not like, sunk, but definitely not in good shape. Okay, great. Thank you for taking cards. I really want this green, but I do not care. We have to get this. Man, everyone's like, anytime I play something around a place, everyone's like, ooh, this is where I want to be now. Now, with that said, we have done extremely well here. I'm really tempted to just grab that Seattle to Portland just in case. But no, I think the green was good, and that wild is really nice as well. So red is probably going Salt Lake to Portland, so, that's not a huge deal. That's fine. So I like this. This is, a couple scary moments, so to speak. But, nothing that I would say that's it's been a pretty smooth game so far. Yeah, now we're definitely going to get into the drawing destination tickets. So the one issue about that I'm seeing with this board is it's likely that the 3 tickets that yellow had, definitely Chicago to Santa Fe. But then I'm wondering if there's a Los Angeles to New York or Chicago, or a San Francisco to Washington, and then taking 3, that tells me that they probably picked up some juice, which is a little disappointing. I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Because if yellow grabbed a route needing to get into Seattle with I'll just get into Seattle, it'll be easy. No one's taking it. I kind of want to prevent that. All right, so let's go here. This completes Portland to Pittsburgh. Here's the nice thing is I have some good routes to where I feel like I can compete with someone who's got a little more juice. I probably grab more destination tickets here, or do I grab a pair and then grab destination tickets? Like, I mean, because if we grab like a Vegas or a Montreal route, I'm not going to want to wait a turn and then play. I'm going to want to... Yeah, I think I'm on board with this plan. That we take the pair and then draw. Because then we have already the... We have the thing. Yeah, no one's close to ending it. I mean, I suppose green could be, but... Okay, what do we got here? All right, well, getting into Atlanta is a no. It's kind of a set of tickets. So Toronto and Miami's a no, and San Francisco to Atlanta's a no. Because unless I'm missing something, I don't see a good way into Atlanta. So the question is, if we go Duluth to El Paso, that requires 3 routes. One of them's a triple. And all those routes are pretty wide open. If I grab Kansas City to Houston, that's also still 3 routes. A little bit contentious down here. I think we just go for the more points. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. We have the time, unless green just all of a sudden is going to surprise us here. Okay, so red goes destination tickets. Green's the only one that I'm just kind of confused about. And I'm not really worried. Yellow and red, I have my concerns. Okay. So yeah, we do this. And then we'll just grab one off the top. Hey, look at that. So now we grab Phoenix to El Paso. And then Omaha to Kansas City. And then we can kind of decide how we want to go to Duluth. You know. But we want to get into El Paso here. Yeah. So that's great. Okay. So... I think this is another situation where I feel good about where I'm at score-wise as well. I like that green is taking a little bit of thought, because me being at 8 trains should scare people. Now, I'm not rushing to the end of this game, but that still should, like, give people some pause. See, I'm going to go ahead and take the pair here. And then grab Omaha to Kansas City next turn, and then we'll kind of see how the board looks. The interesting part about this board is that yellow is now grabbing more things, so is green. And, ooh, interesting. And so that says they're looking for something. And we would like them to not have too many turns to look and find what they need. I think this is going to be a pretty high-scoring ticket game, is my opinion. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. And then we're going to see what the board looks like. I'm going to do this. Well, that plan kind of failed because now I really need to do this. I was hoping to nab an extra turn there. Oh yeah, see, yeah, yellow was able to find it. I was hoping to nab an extra turn there. And maybe try to see if like getting up into Sault Ste. Marie would have been a possibility. But that's okay. Like, I mean, green now does have a pretty sizable, like, I shouldn't say that. They don't have a huge advantage on board. Yeah, okay. So definitely red, unfortunately, gets the bonus. So it really just depends on what their other routes are. So red had a really nice game. Oh, and got Vegas as well late. All right, so green misses on two things. Yeah, but had some really nice routes there. Okay. So this is us. I'm just not... I don't think we have the juice to beat red, especially because red's going to get 15 more points. I think it was just a really solid game by red. Yeah, okay, so now I'm not as worried about yellow either. Yeah, yellow had the goods. But then just didn't have the rest of the stuff to back it up. So yeah, we take a solid second here. I think that green gets the... So wait, who ended that game? Hang on here. Can I see more of this? Yeah, yada 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 yada. Yes. So okay, so green was the one that ended it. Okay, I remember this now. So, yeah, I see the idea of that. I just think red, Seattle's New York, and then they clearly drew Las Vegas, New York, late, and that was big. But yeah, I was hoping for just one more turn there where I could have drawn. And then I was kind of like trying to set myself up for like having cards to go into Sault Ste. Marie. I just didn't expect red to like completely rush the end of that game, though I think I see why. I think what red was trying, or what green was trying to do, was say, okay, I know I've missed out on these two tickets, but what I can do is get a massive advantage on board, and hopefully I'll have enough to get over the hump, which, I mean, a close third place, so that's not that bad there. But that was just a like, outside of that little hiccup at the end, which I don't think was an incorrect decision, that was a pretty smooth game. Just kind of, I guess, would be an unlucky ticket draw there, where like we had to get like a Duluth to El Paso when I really would have preferred something else, which happens in a game of Ticket to Ride. Well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to those that have. We've been the subscriber numbers have been going up. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for sticking with me as I'm kind of being inconsistent with the content with. Selling a house. It sounds like our house sale may fall through, and it's just chaos, but it's okay. It'll all get figured out, and I'm definitely not going to be homeless. So that's good news. And I get to play Ticket to Ride, and you guys at least are really good at faking liking it. But I think you're actually genuinely enjoying it, and that makes me happy. So, thanks for making me happy. See you next time. Bye!